Okay, I think this is good. Alrighty. Once again, we're here at the UBW. Once again, take two. Once again, we're here at the UWB. Yeah, it's weird. Anyways, it means Ultimate Werewolf Blog. This is Mark Davis coming at you from the good old state of California. Doing this blog because we are going to be doing a live streaming. Well, not really live streaming, but going to be streaming along the werewolf games that we're going to be playing and starting up um, at the convention in about 2 weeks. Going to be playing there and going to be having one fantastic of a time. Oh, God. I'm the GM, the game master of the werewolf game, and I've been doing these blogs for the last hour or two. I was going to want to do it last convention, which was in September, August, September, and didn't get a chance to do it. Me had some very epical moments, and yes, epical is epical. I do mean epical. The kids were just off the wall, off the charts. They were just doing things that were like not possible. One kid, little boy was just outrageously funny, just made the whole group bust up laughing like 3 or 4 times. Then there was another group of kids when they were playing another village time that they were playing, and they had three girls that were like the three musketeers, just picking out. There were villagers, and they were picking out the werewolves left and right, and of course, they became the all-time players of the werewolf game, and they got all the werewolves. So yeah, it's been the moment. So I figured, why don't we share this with you, the crowd, the the viewer of those that can't make it out to the convention, the gaming con, and can't play along with us. Why don't we show you what it's like to play a werewolf game, and perhaps where you're at, wherever state, wherever country you're at, you'll be wanting to get along the band and come along for the ride and enjoy some werewolf games of your own, perhaps. But for now, we'll stream them along here for you so you can get a taste of what it's like here in Werewolf Land. So, yes, before I was sharing with you, I haven't eaten yet. Last blog, so I was gonna go eat. Man, I don't like doing this blog thing. This is I'm trying to get used to this little gizmo gasmo thing that I got on this laptop. So I'm trying to figure it out, see how it works and kind of thing and everything. So, yeah. Anyways, but so yeah, I was explaining before I got cut off what werewolf is. Werewolf is this. You got a village of like 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 people sitting around in a circle or so, or a table or whatever. And they're passed out. They're dealt cards. You get these cards, the ultimate werewolf cards. They got like 3 or 4 decks of this and that and this that comes up. They have characters. Mostly of the characters are werewolf characters. Most of the characters are village characters. You're a villager, unless you get a special card that says something like the seer, or the hunter, or the witch, or the PI, or the Count Dracula, or Red Riding Hood, which we're going to use this convention, uh, Jack the Ripper, which we're going to use this convention, and then of course you've got werewolf cards that are werewolves, and then they got several different cards for the werewolves too as well. They got the lone wolf, they got the wolf cub, they got your my gosh, I can't even think of all the cards. It's new cards, so I got a new deck. So I got like 2 decks now, and not just one. So we can play with more people, because last time when we did play, 47 some odd, 40, I think the last con was 43 people we got up to. I ran out of cards because I couldn't get any more people to play because I didn't have any more cards to play with. So yes, so now we will have enough to go around. If there's 60 people, there's 60 people. If there's 75, we got 75 people. Sure, we got 75 cards we can do, and more werewolves. If you haven't played the game, so what it's like, your 16th century village, you've been infiltrated with werewolves. Your task is to, as villagers, is try to find who the werewolves are and lynch them before the werewolves eat up all the villagers at night. So you lynch during the day, the werewolves eat at night, kill off the villagers, and that kind of thing goes back and forth until no more werewolves are left, or until no more villagers are left, and the werewolves outweigh the villagers. So if it's like 2-1 or 2-2, the werewolves win. But your task as villagers is to decipher, based on who you know, what they're like, who's in the crowd of village, and see if you can out all the werewolves in time before they eat you, kill you off, or the rest of the village. And then the village, to help them along, they have the seer, the hunter, the witch, is like the normal standard diversity cards to play with. Then you've got your PI, which is pretty cool to play with. You got your which we're gonna do, the Red Riding Hood. You've got your bodyguard. You've got your Count Dracula. You got your leopard. There's like these new decks that you can get and buy. You got the leprechaun. We've got the chupacabra, which is a funny character. We got your Bloody Mary. Oh yeah, she's in the play too, and we play it differently than what the card says. It's a lot better, lot interaction with the person that gets the card, so they don't like, oh, I don't want to play this card because it's stupid and I can't play with the game because, yeah. Anyway, so we do it a little different, but yeah. So with these different cards, different characters that are in the deck, you have a chance to out all the werewolves and find out who they are and lynch them before they claw and eat and destroy all the villagers in 3 or 4 days time. And our games run from anywhere from an hour and a half to 3 hours. Don't go any longer than that, and I make sure that we don't, and help the village along in a sense, because we have what's called last man standing, and we have hunter shot. Last man standing is how it's played, is everybody stands up in the village and they point to the person that they feel is safe in the game, that they know is not a werewolf. So they point to this person, and that person points to another. And then you go along pointing until everybody's done pointing and there's one person left. That person is either on the chopping block, where you're going to lynch them, vote up for lynching or vote down to save them, or they're instantly killed off, and then everybody goes to sleep, and the night comes, and the night activity happens with all the different characters. But sometimes it's like a crap dice roll. You might get a werewolf and you might not. For the most time when we do last man standing, it's been statistically being that most of the time, I would say it's about 75% that you hit a werewolf. At the last person that's the least trusted in the village is a werewolf. So you get lucky. Who knows? And then there's a hunter shot where everybody stands up again. That one was last man standing. The other one that we do to make things go quicker and faster, the village can't make up their mind. They can't choose who's a werewolf, and they can't vote somebody off or vote for someone and put somebody a nomination kind of thing. Then we go last man standing. We go the hunter shot. Hunter shot is this: everyone stands up again. They all going to point at the same time. Do they stand up or they keep sitting? Yeah, they point. They stand up, and then they point at the same time to the person they think is a werewolf. Like if you're going to do a hunter shot and shoot a person that you think is a werewolf. So the person with the most votes is on the chopping block. And you vote up to lynch him, down to save him, and then hopefully get a werewolf if you don't save him, if you lynch him. But that's another one. Most the person that the village feels is a hunter or is a werewolf, they point to, and they go, okay, you're the hunter, so we're going to lynch you because we all think you're a hunter. And if it's a tie, this person's got I'm tired. This person has 4 votes, and this person has 4. This person has 5. This person has 5. Then it's a tie, and then you vote for which one you want to vote for. So yeah, once you see it played, you're gonna see how it works and how it happens, and kind of thing. So just giving you a heads up on how the game is kind of played in a nutshell. You know, roughly kind of how things go and what happens in the werewolf gaming kind of thing. But in other blogs, you're going to see how the game is played, and what we do, and how it all happens, and just the joy of it all. Yeah. Oh, my beloved werewolf, I tell you. Oh, lordy. Anyway, so, well, once again, time is up, and we went over. So this time I'm going to go out and get something to eat because now I'm hungry. So you all have a good good day, and we'll see you next time around at the UWB, which is Ultimate Werewolf Blog. Have a good one. Take care. Alrighty, we'll see you.